Sup, homies? I've got some bonus content for you guys today. And what I want to talk about actually is the way you present your website to visitors and how that relates to what your goals might be. So as a very poignant example here, I want to use my site, DIYthemes.com. And as you probably know, if you've been paying attention, I launched a new product about a week and a half ago. It's called Focus. Focus is a replacement for your WordPress theme. It's going to make your site way faster, way easier to manage, smaller customization footprint, more options to do what you want to do from within the WordPress interface, blah, blah, blah. It's the answer for your website. The thing is, so my job is obviously to sell as much Focus as possible. And in the preparation for the launch last week, I wanted to get everything ready for this launch to make sure that I had a great environment for people to buy. And before I launched, though, before I did the official launch, I did a little pre-launch with my social media audience. And what you're looking at up here is exactly how I presented the site to that early audience, okay? Specifically this top navigation menu. This is the account menu if you're logged in, so this doesn't matter. I'm currently logged in, but if I wasn't, this wouldn't display. So all you'd see is this top menu. And you've got the home page. You've got the Focus features page where you can go through and watch some videos about the software, and then you got the pricing page. Okay, and this is how I set it up originally. Well, when for about a week and a half, I ran it like that, and my conversion numbers are pretty good, higher than I anticipated. But I knew that I had a pretty engaged audience who was ready for Focus, and so I knew I was going to make some sales right away, and that certainly happened. But the baseline level of sales early on, even before I had emailed anyone about the product, was higher than I expected. But whatever, I continued ahead, and one of the things I wanted to put in place for this launch, actually, is the demo site here on DIY Themes. This is a demo of Focus. You can see it live. You can see some text presented. I talk about a lot of the features and whatever. You can see landing page templates, whatever. It seems to me a demo is pretty helpful. And it's kind of been a standard sort of practice in the WordPress theme space to, provide a demo so people can see what the templates and stuff are going to look like out of the box, and they have a real good idea of what to expect. But what happened after, so I set up the demo, and then I did my big email launch campaign last Wednesday and Thursday, and made that initial run of sales. It's definitely going to happen when you do anything like that. But then as that settled, two things happened. Number one, my baseline traffic went up. I've been making lots of changes to DIY Themes over the last few months. Google has rewarded me with a lot more search traffic to some of the older pages that used to rank well that kind of died off. All that traffic came back. I have got all this new traffic around the product. And so with this influx in traffic, if the conversion rate stayed anywhere near what it was prior to adding the demo site and all that stuff, then I would have, I really would have had some nice volume. But instead, the week after that launch, the 7 days after that launch, and when that initial momentum died down, I wasn't selling nearly as much as I should have been. In fact, I was selling about 40% as much per day as I was prior to the launch, which doesn't really make sense. I was looking at my traffic and trying to figure out, where people were going and what the deal was. And the thing is, the demo link up here, I added a link to the demo thing up here in the nav. That was getting all the traffic. That was just eating up a ton of the the traffic that was going to the DIY Themes homepage. And that if you're here, you're in my Focus funnel. You go here, you go here, you go here. You really don't have any other options. At the bottom of the page, I've got a link to a resources page and my privacy policy, kind of a cover your butt sort of thing. But other than that, you're in the Focus funnel, okay? But the demo link is different than this Focus funnel on the front part of the website. And when you're in the demo section, there's a lot of content for you to explore. You can absolutely get lost in this. And whenever you present a demo, okay, there is a lot of psychological expectation that goes along with that. You might expect to be able to mess with an instrument panel and to change options and to see what you can do. And if that was your expectation, well, then seeing what I'm showing you right now is actually pretty disappointing. You can't do squat here. I didn't come here to read a bunch of stuff. whatever. Maybe I'm looking at this, but my expectation is something that what I'm seeing doesn't match my expectation, and now I have questions. I have no easy way to answer them. I have nowhere to, all I can do is just continue to explore this part of the site. And what I noticed was that sales were down, and that the demo site was eating up a lot of traffic, and that the demo site was also producing a lot of exits from the DIY theme site. It's like people would browse, click a few pages, they'd click on about 3 links on here, and then just kind of disappear into the ether, which isn't helping me out. It's not helping me self-focus. So once I figured out what was going on, that the demo site, even though it seems like something you'd want to have, and there's a lot of rich information there, it was throwing off people's focus on the product. So I got rid of that link on Friday afternoon, which is the worst time for website traffic. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is just terrible. You're going to sell the least amount of whatever you sell during those days. And getting rid of that demo link bumped my conversion rate right back up to where it was before. And I think that is so fascinating, because this is a perfect example of, I tried to provide more things for my visitors to see and more rich information, and all I did was shoot my conversion rate right in the foot. So it's very important to manage your users' expectations and to keep them focused on the precise thread that you want them focused on. It turns out that I don't want people focused on the content that's available on the demo site. What I really want focused on is what I talk about with focus here, and specifically the videos that I have on this site. I am confident that if you watch my videos, if you spend 15 minutes with me and have me explain the way websites work and what we need to be thinking about and what is really going on here, I'm confident that if you do that, we will be on the same page and we can play this as a team. We can do this, and you will be much more interested in my products and more understanding of what they do for you if you watch my videos and stuff. I am not confident that we can make that connection just through your browsing of the demo site. If you're browsing that, you really need a good understanding of the way the web environment works for that to be in any way persuasive. So the takeaway is, I got rid of the demo site, the link at least to the demo site, because it's not serving my goals for the site. It's not helping make focus what I want it to be. So anyway, I think that's some good insight. Maybe you can take this knowledge and apply it to your site. Think about where you are sending your visitors and their process flows through your site. It will help you achieve what you want to achieve.